So today at the Nature Center, we are actually getting to know a little bit more about one of our bearded dragons, Sunny. So Sunny is actually kind of a local celebrity around these parts. She has been at the Nature Center for over 10 years, and she is a fan favorite for a lot of our animal programs that we do here. Sunny is our female bearded dragon. Founder, our other bearded dragon, is a male. So her coloration, though, many people ask us if her coloration is because she's female, and that's not the case. She is what we call a wild type colored bearded dragon, which means this is the color that bearded dragons would be normally if you were to find them in the wild. Founder, who is, if you've ever seen him, a bright yellow color, he is what we would consider a fancy dragon. He has been bred to have that color in his skin. So normally in the wild, bearded dragons are not quite that bright of a yellow. They will be a little bit closer to Sunny here. So bearded dragons live total to be about 15 years old, which means Sunny here is pretty old for a bearded dragon. She's also naturally from Australia. Bearded dragons don't come from North America. They don't live in Michigan here. They are all the way from Australia. They get here because they're very, very common in the pet trade. Now, Sunny used to be somebody's pet, but when they got her, she was about the size of my finger. And when she got to be a little bit older, they decided that they really didn't want her as a pet anymore. Too much responsibility, too long of a commitment, so they decided that they were going to donate her to us. So that's why we always tell people when they look into getting pets, especially reptiles and amphibians, they tend to live a very, very long time. So always think about that when you get a pet. Now Sunny here is also, as you notice, when she's looking at you, she is missing her eye. A couple of winters ago, Sunny got very sick. She actually got an infection in her eye because she rubbed it against something. It got some bacteria in there and it got very swollen and infected. So we had it removed by a veterinarian, and she's now very, very healthy again. In fact, she's actually a little overweight because we've been spoiling her because, you know, she's a celebrity. It's just the way it works. So, but yeah, so Sunny is pretty fun to have around. You guys should always, if you're ever in the area hanging out in the Nature Center, definitely ask us if you can pet her, because not only does Sunny love people and love to be held, but she's super fun to feel. She has a very interesting texture. I'm not going to tell you why right now, but she's definitely got a different feel depending on how you pet her. So you guys should come find out how that is.